Hey ladies and gentlemen, Korudo here with my Sega Genesis collection. Now I should preface that most of these games, or at least half of them, I didn't have as a kid, so there's going to be a mix of nostalgia and just a basic overview of the games. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell when. Alright, let's get started. Aladdin, complete and in the box. Now I played this a lot as a kid, and I had no idea that it was so popular. I just played it because it was given to me as a gift, and yeah, apparently it's one of the best Genesis games, or a really good one. I didn't know that, but I enjoyed it. It's great. Golden Axe. The first one. Whoops. Yeah, I was more of a Streets of Rage fan back in the day, but I heard this was pretty good and I picked it up. It's not bad. You go around with weapons as either a barbarian man, a woman, barbarian woman, or a dwarf. And yeah, it's pretty good. Kid Chameleon, complete and in the box. Or at least case and manual. I don't know if they came with anything else. This is the side-scrolling platformer where you go around with different personas. Like, you're this kid, and you can be a tank or a ninja or whatever. I haven't played it that much, so I like it so far, I'll say that much. NBA Jam, or more specifically, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Either one was fine. This is what I have. I played this a lot as a kid. See, I'm not really the type to enjoy sports games, but I don't know. This one just really did it for me. Maybe it's because it was an arcade style. I just had so much fun with it. Boom shakalaka! He's on fire! Anybody who's played the game would know how much fun that was. And I found it very interesting that there was no Michael Jordan in this. I guess maybe they thought he was too good or something. Rocket Knight Adventures, starring Sparkster. Whoops. Now, I played this a lot at my friend's house as a kid, and I just thought it was really, really neat. And, yeah, I mean, you're a possum in a suit of armor who's going around to save the princess, but the kicker is you have you have a jetpack, so hence Rocket Knight Adventures. It's pretty neat. Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master. Now, I played Ninja Gaiden a heck of a lot more than this, but I heard about this on the Genesis, completely oblivious for the longest time, but it's a really awesome game. You can do double jumps, you can do special skills, throw in ninja stars. It's a really awesome game. I like it a lot. Now we're getting to the goodies. The original Sonic the Hedgehog. Not for resale. Now this was the very first Sega Genesis game I've ever played and owned. My brother, he just basically gave me his old Sega Genesis. And I remember him showing me this game and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. How do you jump? Oh, press the A button. Well, what does the B button do? Same thing. Well, what does the C button do? Same thing. I thought that was really weird, but this game was so great. And I can't even count how many times I played through this game. So, yeah, really, really fun. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, featuring Sonic and Miles Tails Prower. Oh, that's interesting. The box is on the other side. Holder's on the other side. I like this one even more than the first. The fact that you can spin dash, play as another character, and it's just a more epic game overall. I thought the music was great. I would play this at my friend's house a lot too. Like my friend Jesse and I would play it. And when he actually got a Sega Genesis, he got this packed with his. So, a lot of great memories with that. It was great. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Can you see a pattern? Now this is my favorite Sonic... Whoa, what happened there? This is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game so far. I would say I would include it with Sonic and Knuckles, but as a standalone game, this is my favorite. I got this as a birthday when it came out in 1994. So at that time, I was playing NES as well as Sega Genesis. I was doing both. I guess I was having a lot of good times. Now this one, you could get the better shields. The graphics were better. I thought the special stages were a lot easier than in Sonic 2. Getting the Chaos Emeralds and levels were just a lot more fun for me. It was awesome. Another copy. Sonic and Knuckles with the lock on. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sonic and Knuckles is a follow-up to Sonic 3. Not necessarily a sequel, but more of like the second chapter. And you could plug in Sonic 3 to the top of this, like so, and play one long game. It was great. Or if you wanted to, you could play as Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, if I can. Well, you get the idea. It will lock on. I thought that was a really neat feature, although I was very disappointed that it didn't come in one of the cool Sega boxes that I was so used to. But overall, great game. Sonic 3D Blast. Now, if you may have guessed at this point, as a kid, I was a total Sonic fan. It was great. Now, this one, it was okay. I think people get a lot of crap, but it's really not that bad. It's just really not that good, either. It's a pseudo 3D game where you run around on just different leveled platforms and jump around. I wouldn't call it a I guess I could call this an on-rails platformer, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, or Sonic Spinball. Now, I got this around the time before Sonic 3 came out, and I didn't like it, but I was a kid. I wasn't just gonna not play it, you know? So I did the best I could. I didn't like it because it was hard. It was a really hard game, but I liked the thought of it. It was really cool. And what was interesting was I discovered this when my cousin played it, that there were actually characters from the old cartoon show, the Saturday morning cartoon show, in here. So that made it kind of neat. Now, other than the Sonic games, this is the game I played the most. Streets of Rage 2. The music, the characters, the co-op, everything about it was so awesome. Like, I played Final Fight in the arcade, and that was okay, but this one just really did it right for me. I mean, on a console, you could play as two people at the same time, pick up items, use, like, throw each other into people. It was really funny. And I think there was even a versus mode. But, yeah, I played this game to death so many times. It was awesome. I even tried playing it on Mania, the secret, extremely hard difficulty. Never beat it. Let me know if anyone has. I'd be interested. Lastly, Vector Man 2. Now, I played Vector Man and Vector Man 2 a lot for rentals, and I picked it up at a local game store. I don't know if you can see the tag there, but for relatively inexpensive. It's pretty cool. You go around as this robot who was designed to clean up trash, and you're helping saving the world. And it was meant to compete with Donkey Kong Country. And I think it did a good job. I mean, Donkey Kong Country was awesome, but it was great to play this as well. Now, like my old Nintendo case, outside a Sega case, this right here. I think it holds about 10 games, and I would use it all the time to hold my old Sega cartridges. So I would carry that on trips whenever we went places that had a TV. I don't know. It was great. So I had a lot of great times with the Sega Genesis, though mostly Sonic games. I'm looking to expand my collection as always, so if anybody has any recommendations for me, please let me know. This is Korudo. Thanks for watching.